Hello, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Nashua High North. It's game 2 of our girls and boys basketball doubleheader. The Titans of Nashua North hosting Nashua South. Hi, I'm John Collins, along with Tom King, and Jason Roby joins us for what promises to be another thrill-packed, gym-packed rivalry game.
Yeah, anytime you get the two high schools together here, whether it's at North or South, you're in for quite a treat. And we just witnessed that with the girls basketball game as the Nashua North girls with a very narrow victory over the South girls. And boy, if the boys game is anywhere near as close to exciting as that girls game, we're in for quite a treat here tonight.
Absolutely, a 50-49 win for North, hanging on after one of their star players, Danielle Upton, went down hard and had to miss the entire second half and the rest of the game. Somehow the Titans of the girls of Nashua North found a way. You took a peek at the standings in the boys Division 1, Jason.
Yeah, I did. And you know, you can't always tell a lot by just looking at the numbers, but what you see is a Nashua South team that comes in here tonight with a 3-3 record. They won their first 3 games. They've dropped their last 3. Whereas Nashua North coming in at 1-5, North's big issue is putting the ball in the basket. They've had trouble scoring points, but the last game that they just played against Dover at Dover last week, they lost 72-70. At the very end of the game, they had a chance to win it, but I think the big thing there is that they scored 70 points in the game. So they're certainly going in the right direction. Both of these teams, as I mentioned, North losing by 2, South lost by 2 at the buzzer against Concord on a missed layup. So certainly both these teams looking to get back on the winning track.
That also stood out for me when I looked at North's record to see that they had kind of struggled to score, and then, whoa, eye-opener, 70 points in a game, and yet they lost it 72-70. That was some kind of offensive shootout.
And again, when you look at the numbers, talking to Coach Steve Lane from Nashua North, he indicated that we're getting good looks, we're getting good shots, we're getting good opportunities. The shots just aren't going in. And apparently against Dover they were.
I think Clay Medling, who just got introduced for South, number 14, I think he grew since the holiday tournament to 6'9".
Yeah, nice young man, and certainly formidable at 6 feet 9 inches. And we had a chance to see him at the holiday tournament. And boy, I'll tell you, he's quite a presence on the inside for Nashua South. And Nate Mazerol has a good team here. And I know they've lost 3 in a row, but I know Coach Mazerol's turned the page and looking for Medling and his fellas to get him back in the win column here tonight.
And you got a chance to watch Clay Medling's brother in action in the middle school basketball championship, which I guess Fairgrounds took again.
Yeah, very talented Fairgrounds team. And you mentioned Medling's brother was on that Fairgrounds team, a very talented young man, good handle, nice soft shot, good touch. That Fairgrounds team is loaded, and I'm sure Coach Mazerol of Nashua South is pretty excited because those kids end up going to Nashua South.
For the most part, that's going to be good. So it's a Friday night, January 26th of 2018, and us spoiled New Englanders get to look forward to another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And what better way to kill time between Tom Brady Facebook videos, Jason, than this?
Boy.
Have you seen that one? Who hasn't, right?
Tom versus Time and all that
Tom
stuff.
versus Time. It had like 5 million views, and it was only out for a day.
Mr. Al St. Louis. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts
Al St. Louis with the national anthem. We're seconds away from the opening tip-off here. Nashua High North hosting Nashua South. We are live, if you're watching this, on January 26. 26.
We just count backwards. Count backwards from the Super Bowl, John.
Exactly, yeah.
You know.
And, you know, it's one of my line. I'm talking to my son. It's like, how obnoxious would you sound if you're talking to fans from other cities and you say, Pete Johnson's just like, shut up already. But it's like, you know what? My Januaries have been tied up for like 15 years now. It's
a tough job. Somebody's got to do
free
it.
time. I got to play my whole life around the Patriots all the way until March. Ah, you obnoxious New Englanders. So we're seconds away from the tip-off here, and there's a bit of a mismatch in the middle.
I'm sure on most nights there is, yep.
Clay Medling at 6'9" wins the tap over Casey Lane, the co-captain, son of the coach Steve Lane. And we are underway here at Nashua High North. The Panthers with it. This is Tony Agor. Agor can't get the shot to go as he drove to the left. Rebound by Ryan Lynn at 6'6", big body underneath. Pretty agile, too.
Yeah, Ryan's got nice soft hands there, got a great outlet pass, and North was able to get into their transition game pretty quickly. So we see early here that these teams are going to run.
Alex Amigo pushing the pace. Amigo lost the handle in traffic, and with it, Curtis Harris puts the brakes on.
Curtis Harris, a freshman for Nashua North. Very good player.
C.J. Barrett, also a co-captain, number 21, gives it to Yassine Jakib, 22.
Good movement here by the Titans around the perimeter, looking for a good shot.
Yassine Jakib sets a screen. C.J. Barrett passes up Ryan Lynn. Curtis Harris driving. Clay Medling rejects that shot.
He took it strong to the hole, and Clay was waiting for him, and Panthers getting their transition basketball.
Wide open, daring him to shoot. Sean Holland misses. He's long on the shot.
If this was football, that would be an incomplete pass for Sean.
Out of the end zone there. Ryan Lynn will take it from downtown, and he doesn't get it to go.
I know Ryan has good touch from out there. I'm sure Coach Lane would like to see him maybe underneath the basket a little bit more, doing some banging. But he does have a good touch from the outside.
Casey Lane has the matchup with Clay Medling. Casey is listed at 6'1" against 6'9".
Casey, I will tell you, I see him in phys ed class every day. He can jump out of the gym.
He
can jump.
He can stuff it, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, easily. Did a lot of work in the offseason
to get ready, and he just nearly picked the pocket of Clay Medling there. He does get the call.
Good quick hands there, and if you're Nate Maslow, you're probably telling your big guy, look, you don't need to put the ball on the floor, get it up, because if you put it on the floor, they're going to reach in and they have an opportunity to steal it, knock it away from you.
Exciting atmosphere here at Nashua High North. We're just about 2 minutes into the game, and a World Cup soccer match is breaking out. We have 0-0 up on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's playing into North's hands.
It is, isn't
They've
it?
had trouble scoring the basketball, as we mentioned in the pregame, up until their last game against Dover, where they scored 70. So I fully expect, these teams are going to work out the kinks, and
thank you, Lisa.
There'll be a lot of scoring going on here as this game moves along.
6:11 to go, first quarter. A lot of exciting basketball left to be played here at Nashua High North, and the crowd still filing in, filling up the last of very few empty seats that I can see.
South with full court pressure here against North. We'll see if they can break it, and they do.
Curtis Harris moves it on up ahead. C.J. Barrett will shoot it. Can't make it, though. We're still scoreless. Mercado, one-on-one with Lynn. Blocked by Ryan Lynn.
We've seen both teams. If you go into the land of the Giants, they're going to be waiting for you. And as you see right here, Ryan Lynn stands straight up and down, goes straight up and gets a nice rejection.
Wow, nice play, Ryan Lynn.
On the inbounds pass right there, ball went off Jakib's foot, so South will retain possession.
Medling with it. Up top, Agor dishes it. Mercado knifing through, kicks it out. And now Alex Amigo as we slow down the pace a little bit. Curtis Harris bothering Amigo. He finds a seam. Alex Amigo to the basket.
Great dribble drive there by Amigo, and a nice finish you'll see here as he goes against the freshman Harris. Harris forcing him to his left, goes left and finishes.
2-0, that is the score as North turns it over. South with a chance to double up on their lead. I should call a replay timeout, I guess. So we
Tough
won't
to do
miss
in
anything.
basketball.
Yeah, it is. And a turnover by South, as they had a chance to go up by 4 or 5.
Ricky Deschar, one of the officials in the game here tonight, setting up the inbounds play on the side.
You know, in the holiday tournament, I think it was against one of the lower division schools, Casey Lane just went off in the first quarter.
I believe it was Milford, yeah.
Milford, yeah. And I don't know, they need somebody to take some shots. They need somebody to take control offensively. Open is Amigo in the corner, hits. Alex Amigo for 3.
That's a great job there by Nashua South, finding the open
Barrett
player.
Lays it in. What a pass.
Nobody back for South as Barrett runs the floor and gets rewarded with the easy layup.
Mercado for 3. Hits.
Mercado hits 3.
Oh, and this scoring pace is ridiculous. We just saw 3 baskets in 10 seconds. In the corner, Barrett missed everything. Lindo received what it turned out to be a pass. There's a runner left-handed by Yassine Jakib, doesn't go. Tony Agor not slowing down. Puts the brakes on. Meddling. Double teamed and a foul. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be against Casey Lane, I think, as we look at the replay here. I think he got ball, but may have put his hand on his back. Tough to see there, but Meddling's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws here. South with an early 8-2 lead against the Titans on their home court. I'll tell you this too, John, it's nice to see both administrations from both schools are here in full force tonight, supporting their student athletes. So obviously, in addition to both student bodies here, when I look around, I see a lot of familiar faces of the administration from both schools. So that's nice to see as well.
Certainly is. So hitting that free throw, 9-2. South's on top, and Casey Lane gets it to go. Nice lay-in, driving to the basket for the co-captain.
Lane's going to have to be a scorer tonight if North's going to stay in this.
Casey Lane down the lane. Curtis Harris, a foul in the backcourt. He got a bit too aggressive, trying to steal that ball from Alex Amigo.
You can see the coaches right there talking to Harris. Don't play his hand, play the floor. Reach your hand for the floor. The ball will be there eventually.
Patrick McCarthy and Chris Inzarello checking into the game for the Titans, numbers 11 and 14, and also in for South, Tyler Bernard, Mr. Energy, number 24, passes it to Sean Holland. The football quarterback, Mercado. Holland thought about it, dishes it off, Amigo. Bernard, 2 long strides, can't get it to go, and Amigo gets the rebound in the land of the Giants. Whistle, travel against the Panthers. Amigo says, are you kidding me?
Yeah, tough call there against Amigo, but not because he wasn't trying. Great effort out here by both these teams. South showing the ability to move the ball around the perimeter. You're seeing good ball fakes, good pump fakes. Good old-fashioned basketball here at the Nashua North Gymnasium.
Yeah, he's basically, I guess, if you're rolling around on your butt and you have full possession of the ball, that's a travel.
Yeah,
maybe. Casey Lane is getting the hot hand. 9-6.
Yeah, North extending their full court pressure here, John, and South able to beat it with the dribble.
Bernard for 2. Long on the shot. Rebound. Curtis Harris. Bernard caught up to him, cut him off at the pass, so to speak. Foul against Tyler Bernard.
And look at that last play there as well. You see number 10, Alex Amigo, going in for the rebound. And what was impressive there was that when you're going in for an offensive rebound, you got to hope your other teammates can get back defensively, and they did. So both teams in real good condition here in the early going.
So Clay Meddling will take a rest for South. Casey Lane in and out. Rebound, Tyler Bernard. Mercado to Tyler Bernard.
Bernard's had that look open a couple of times here. The ball
Stolen.
gets stolen
Curtis
by Harris.
Harris with the call for the, he drew the foul.
Looked like he drew the foul. I thought it was going to be a carry call or a travel call, but
I guess that caused the carry.
Yep.
And it'll still be Titans ball. Patrick McCarthy doing the inbounding. Curtis Harris walks it up the floor. 2:37 to go, first quarter here in the boys game. Battle of the Bridge, girls of North. The host team won the first one. North trying to come from 3 points down here in the first quarter of the second one. Loose ball, jump ball, possession arrow.
Yeah, Chris Inzerillo almost looked like he was triple teamed there in the paint. Got a nice dish from Casey Lane, and the 3 Purple Panthers converged on him.
Somehow the teams decided that the possession arrow was going one way, and the official says, nuh-uh, still North ball. So 2:25 to go first quarter. And Casey Lane will inbound it, looking for an open teammate. He finds Patrick McCarthy.
It was about the 4th option on that inbounds play. Thank goodness for the Titans. They kept moving.
Curtis Harris, a dribbling display, but he gets his pocket picked. Here comes Bernard. Stolen back by the Titans, Brendan Choate, and another loose ball scramble.
Wow, both these teams going after it. Both teams showing quick hands. You're seeing real nice dribbling, but then again, you're seeing some great defenses. Obviously, you'd like to see more passing than dribbling, but pretty impressive nevertheless. South will get the possession on the alternating.
Brendan is the 3rd Choate to appear in tonight's Battle of the Bridge doubleheader, along with Jordan and Alana. Wild looking scoop shot, look out! Oh, you would fear for the life of Ivan Nintenji, number 3, who took a teammate's shin in the head, but he bounces
good
right
sportsmanship
back.
there too, John, by the South players, helping up Chris Inzerillo.
Mercado inbounds it and finds John Paul Ciampa, number 33, into the game. I remember calling John Paul's name in the holiday tournament. Perhaps I did.
Good movement by Nashua South.
Mercado going behind the back. Wide open if he wants to take it. Nintenji passes up the shot. Bounce pass off the foot of Patrick McCarthy by Raz Alcalay.
I'll tell you, Pat McCarthy comes in, Matt Wall comes in. These guys bring good quick hands, good quick feet. They extend the defense. They keep the pressure up for the Titans.
Mercado with the inbound play. Alcalay to Mercado. He'll shoot it. Richie Mercado can't get it to go. Out of bounds off the Panthers.
Yeah, a good box out there by Lynn. And
I thought.
Apparently they said it went off of his hand. So a good battle underneath with Lynn and Akale Raz.
Ivan Nintenji held it just for a second. Now he's going to back away a little bit. This is John Paul Ciampa, number 33, with it. Finds Nintenji. Backs it up.
Looked like Nintenji was
Mercado
going to go
for 3.
baseline.
Hits.
He got it.
Beautiful looking shot by Richie Mercado. And it's a 12-6 lead. Panthers have doubled up on the Titans. Under a minute to go first quarter. Casey Lane trying to answer back. Long on the shot. Rebound Panthers.
North's got to get back on defense here, and they do.
Nintenji stops, pops, hits. IN shoots it in. Ivan Nintenji. If it's not out, it's in. And it's out of bounds off of. Who's this going to be off of?
Looks like they're going to give it to Nashua South. Going back to Nintenji's shot. Real good job penetrating, stopping at the foul line, pulling up just like you're taught.
Shooting it, Yassine Jakib. No, he passed up the shot. Instead, it's Raz Alcalay that shot it. Oh, we don't have number 22 in South on my roster. Do you have 22 for South? newly into the game.
Yeah, it's looks like Cody Rochelo.
Thank you, Cody Rochelo. 9 seconds left. Casey Lane may be forced to take the last shot. Goes cross court. Ryan Lynn's going to take it, and he makes it. Ryan Lynn, as time expires. Long shot by Ivan Nintenji, but how about that Ryan Lynn show at the end?
As we noted earlier, John, that Lynn does have a nice outside touch, and if you leave him open, he'll make you pay.
I think Lynn shot it from Lawrence. That was deep. And a great job of finding him by Casey Lane. I mean, it was literally a cross-court pass.
Well, Casey does a little bit of everything, and he's a good heads-up basketball player. He sees the floor very well. He does a lot of things for his team. Casey going to be going to Springfield College next year and going to play basketball there.
Hey, is Gallagher here? Did I
there is
I saw the
leak in a roof over here.
Oh, you had me full there. Like, why are they wearing the plastic?
Not a sign of things to come. I don't know. Are we sitting far enough away?
Well, in the girls' game, the visitors had only 6 points. South had only 6 points.
Right.
At the end of the first quarter. And here in the boys' game, the home team has only single digits but that doesn't mean we won't have a close finish.
No, and not just that. It doesn't mean that these teams might not get hot.
Right.
I think you're seeing some fresh legs too that are coming in and keeping the energy up for both teams. Very intense. And again, it's North versus South. It's the battle of the bridge here at Nashua High School North.
Casey Lane's going to elevate, take it, miss to the right. And here come the Panthers in front of us. John Paul Ciampa gives it up. Nintenji steps in front of the line. To the line, three-pointer. He stepped up to the line, not over it.
And
3 points.
I thought maybe Harris got a piece of that. Nintenji knocking it down.
If it did, it helped, right? Swish. 17-9, biggest lead of the game for the Panthers. Up by 8 to open the second quarter. Curtis Harris lost his footing.
He may have gotten a break on. He may have gotten a break on that one there, as Raz Alcalay getting called for his first foul.
I think the foul was being big. I think that was his foul. That was his offense right there. As the smaller player hit the deck. Looked like Curtis Harris lost his footing. Lynn, who just hit from there, but he had Raz Alcalay in his face, so he didn't take it. Casey Lane kicks it out. Shot from the corner. And getting the air ball chant was Yassine Jakib.
I think South's gonna pick their poison here. They're gonna know where Casey Lane is at all times, and they're gonna make the other players on Nashua North beat them.
Yeah, and unless if that happens, unless Ryan Lynn gets really hot from distance, it's going to be trouble for the Titans to score points. Meddling elevates, not that he needs to do it at 6'9", missed the shot. Here comes Curtis Harris, changing direction.
Casey Lane limping up the right sideline here. That's not a good sign.
He is limping, noticeably. Harris over Meddling off the glass and in.
Wow.
How did he do that one?
Nice shot right there by Harris. See him penetrating there. Hangs
off the
up,
glass and in.
high off the glass.
Driving to the basket and in. Great basket as he's helped up off the court. John Paul Ciampa.
Ciampa with a nice drive, a nice finish. Chance for a three-point play here for South.
They needed that as John Paul goes to the line. Ryan Lynn will check out of the game. 19-11. South down by 8, could only be down by 7 if John Paul can make this free throw. We have Scott on camera down the other end of the floor. We got Tim O'Neill right here next to us as he looks into the eyes of John Paul Ciampa, who makes the old-fashioned three-point play. Substitutions, Sean Holland back into the game for the Panthers. Richie Mercado is out there. Off of the leg.
Tough one there. Nashua South
Curtis
extending
Harris.
the full court pressure, and it goes off of his leg. So
And so South trying to get back into this game, and they get a break that they need. Medling has it. Mercado thought about the three-pointer. Instead, he drives to the basket.
Wow, great
What
job by
a nice
Mercado.
play by Richie Mercado, driving to the hoop.
And Mercado did a nice job there. He's got 8 points so far here, John.
North trying to answer back.
C.J. Barrett's going to have to heat up a little bit for North as well.
Yeah, they're looking for somebody with a hot hand.
And Zarillo.
Misses.
Nope.
Medling hands it off. Mercado pushing the pace. Up off the glass and in.
Be interesting to see who they call this one on here. They're calling it on the floor.
You know, I feel like the scoreboard is wrong. I feel like they didn't give the 2 points to Mercado the last time he put the basket in. I don't know if maybe I lost track.
I think they're good. I mean, they'll check it with the book at the end of the quarter, but
I didn't understand.
South has 24, North has 11.
Who hit the basket for the Titans to give them a 13-point lead, though?
You mean the Panthers?
Oh, the
Panthers are winning.
Oh, I'm sorry. My confusion. Another basket for the Panthers. They are expanding their lead. Got mixed up on who the home team was on the scoreboard. Yes, the Panthers are surging here. The Titans are struggling to score. And that's what's going on.
That's that old school thinking, John. You see Nash on the scoreboard, you think, oh, it must be the team in purple.
I need some smart gum. Or something.
Yeah, brought to you by Icebreakers Ice Cubes Arctic Grape.
I know that was great gum, but it didn't give me any smarts. So yeah, the Titans are the Nashua team on the scoreboard, and they are trailing. The home team is trailing by 15 points right now. It's not looking good. North needs to somehow stop the Panthers' surge on offense and get a hot hand. Somebody in white needs to score.
Great dish there by Lane
Patrick
underneath.
McCarthy travels.
Great dish by Lane to McCarthy, but South quick to recover down on the block, and McCarthy gets called for taking too many steps.
5:20 to go, first half. South in command with possession of the ball. Mercado driving and gets fouled. Richie Mercado draws the foul as he goes through the traffic underneath. Might be a timeout by North here as they try to regroup.
It's a good one. You have 5 minutes, 5:11 to play here in the first half. You're down 15. The chance to be down more after these free throws. I'm sure Coach Lane saying, look, just keep doing what you're doing defensively. You got to move your feet. You got to beat them to the spot. Unfortunately, right there, McCarthy wasn't able to get there. It was a bad angle and got called for the block. And again, what we talked about and what Coach Lane has spoken to me many times about is the inability to put the basketball in the hoop. North has had some good looks. The ball's just not going in. And in order for them to stay in this thing, they're going to have to find somebody with a hot hand and feed that player.
We got a good look into the huddle of Nashua North. You got a view of Steve Lane talking to his student athletes. 5:11 to go in the first half, and South really flexing their muscles here. 26-11 up on top, the visiting team. Both teams coming off losses, you said, right?
Yeah,
Jason?
both teams coming off 2-point losses.
And for some reason, they didn't play for a week. It was like a long.
It was
layoff.
a weather situation, you know, with the snow
with
and the ice and the whole thing. And Mercado makes the first of two. And so there was a long layoff and actually another missed game. North was supposed to play Keene, I believe, a couple of nights ago, and that got freezing rain, so they weren't able to play that. Mercado makes one of two. North will push the ball.
Patrick McCarthy looking for an opening. Hands it off to Brendan Choate. Basket,
Choate.
North.
Great finish there by Choate.
Patrick McCarthy crashes into the students over there. The ribbon that surrounds the court, not much of a restraint as McCarthy.
Well, pick your poison. You can hit the ribbon or you can hit the steel barricade of the WWE WrestleMania.
Exactly. So it's still Panther ball, though, despite the great hustle of Patrick McCarthy. Amigo, and that's travel?
I don't know if they're going to cut. No, they're going to say his foot was on the line, maybe.
Wow.
Referee Ricky Deschard pointing something on the floor. Obviously, his foot touched the line or the ball touched the line.
These officials get a workout in these boys' games, don't they?
They sure do. They sure do. You got to be in good shape, good physical condition. You got to know where your responsibility is when the game is moving.
It looked like a little slippery floor over there for Casey Lane, but he kept the dribble going. McCarthy gives it back to Casey Lane. He'll shoot it for three.
Yeah.
Casey Lane, a three-pointer, much needed for the Nashua North Titans, the home team.
A two-man game going there.
They cut the deficit to 11. Amigo through traffic. Alex Amigo so quick, but not able to finish. Medley got a hand on that. This is Yassine Jakib for two.
Good hustle play by Nashua North.
Back to single digits on the difference on the scoreboard. 27-18. North down by 9. Some mini momentum here. Mercado trying to end that with a scoop shot that doesn't go. Tony Agor to Medling and in. Tony Agor, great pass.
Agor with a nice look to Medling, and he finishes with the easy two.
From the corner, in and out. And Amigo heads up on the scramble for the loose ball. Forces the Titans to bat it out of bounds. 3:48 to go in the first half.
It's like North's going to pick up half court here.
Alex Amigo slowing it down a bit. His team is up by 11 again. Agor. Mercado faked the shot, faked himself into a travel.
Yeah, it looked like he had a nice up fake and got the defender to jump, but took a step before he put the ball on the floor. North's going to get possession here. South's going to extend some full court pressure.
Brendan Choate, number 3 for the Titans, being marked by Tony Agor. Brendan trying to direct a teammate to open space. Casey Lane with a really difficult looking two-point shot. Makes it. Casey Lane getting hot here in the second quarter.
He had some ups on that jump shot, didn't he?
Certainly did. Sean Holland for 3, but before that, it's an offensive foul.
Player controlled foul. You saw right there that Casey Lane stopped his feet on that dribble drive and was knocked over before that three-point shot could be taken. That's a hustle play right there for Casey Lane.
Drew the foul, so the Titans have the ball back. Patrick McCarthy with the home run pass to C.J. Barrett. It's intercepted by Sean Holland, the quarterback, playing some safety on that one.
That's one way to get the ball down the other end of the court quickly.
Yeah. The Titans end up with the ball, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's a good play. Have it go off the other team's hands, and you get a closer look.
Accomplishes the task.
Ooh.
Brendan Choate, long on the shot. Clay Medling rebound.
Medling's a presence on the glass for South for sure.
Migo fires a pass. Blocked, a clean block over there. They get it away anyway. Oh, that's a dagger after a nice block shot. Was that Mercado?
It may have been Mercado. Jakib on a nice defensive play.
And North throws it away. So 12-point lead for the Panthers because of their just great scoring ability. Even after a nice defensive play by the Titans, Mercado improvises a basket.
A lot of energy. Both teams displaying great energy here on the floor, and North has an opportunity on that block shot to change the momentum even more, and Mercado just in the right place, the right time, knocking down a three-point shot for Nashua South. South back up by 12 again. And is that Tom King? Nope. Right.
No, it certainly isn't anybody at this table. We all wish we could do that. Or be 30 years younger again.
That may have been about 12 to 14 cartwheels across the floor.
Yeah.
My night would be over. Crazy.
I would be dispatching you assistants.
Man. Tom, I thought that was you. I was like, is that Tom King?
2.5 minutes to go, first half. An exciting first half, despite the score, which sees South out ahead by 12. Medley's going to try a three-pointer. And I don't believe it was blocked by Yassine Jakib, but he certainly got up there to try to get that one.
Yeah, Choke got that rebound, I believe, right there. And South maybe with an over the back.
I think if we got a still photo of that, I think both those players were above the table, right in front of us here.
These kids can jump, no question about it.
Casey Lane will inbound it with 2:25 remaining. Curtis Harris being all kinds of bothered on the double team. Back to Lane, back to Harris. Stolen by Sean Holland. He keeps it in bounds. Amigo to the basket. What a play by South.
Great
oh
job
my
by
goodness,
Amigo
there's
on
the
the
steal
finish.
by Holland. And he dishes it ahead. And the lay-in. Just a tremendous play by the Panthers. Barrett. Good shot, open shot, but he can't make it. And that's the story right there
the
in a nutshell. 2 trips down the court. South with a spectacular basket, and North unable to hit the open shot.
Part of that for North is keeping the ball out of the corners, keeping it away from the sideline, because that's where the trap is going to occur. You've got to try and advance the ball and get it to the middle as quickly as you can.
Casey Lane with a turnaround, rejected, trying to find a teammate. C.J. Barrett, turnaround, Jakib crashing the boards. What tremendous energy by the Titans. They don't want to go quietly.
Couple of offensive rebounds there by the undersized Titans in there with Medling and some of the other South kids. And first it was Barrett, and then it was Jakib. And Jakib goes up and is fouled. He's going to be rewarded here with a pair of shots.
With their lacking in scoring touch right now, the Titans are trying to make up with determination.
And that's just it. That's the first thing that Coach Lane will tell you is these kids play hard all the time. It's not for lack of effort.
Right.
These kids will go till the final buzzer. As Harris checks out, as does Barrett.
Nathan Kane is in the game for North, number 33, just a freshman.
Jakib misses both.
I think he also grew since the holiday tournament program came out. Has him at 6'2". as he guards Mercado. Mercado, an open three, hits it. Richie Mercado, deadly.
That's an open look for Mercado, and he is on fire here for the Panthers. And
makes it a 17-point lead.
There again, you see the full court pressure. And again, through the middle. That's what you have to do to beat that press.
Casey Lane trying to go right up and over, meddling with the jumper. That intimidating presence, though, throws the shot off.
Yeah, you're not going to win. I mean, we talked earlier that Casey Lane has great ups, but you're not going to win that battle too often against a 6'9" meddling.
Right. Purple Rain t-shirts. Everywhere you look down that end of the court. Alex Amigo with it. And it's definitely a purple rain of a game right now. It's raining threes. Sean Holland for three. Following up Mercado's hit. And it's a 40-20 domination of a game right now for Nashua South.
And that's just good recognition of Nashua South, finding the weak part of that North defense. They've hit that corner shot now many times. And North with the same look, but a different result.
It now with the air ball. Tyler Bernard rescues it, and Alex Amigo brings it up the court. And they really don't need to take a shot here till the buzzer. Amigo is going to kill some time. Half a minute to go. What a surge here in this second quarter by Nashua South. And I go back to that steal by Holland, the driving basket by Mercado. It just too much talent on the court, I think, here in this first half for North to handle. South working for the last shot.
.15 seconds to go. We'll see what play they run, and the middle opens right up.
Amigo almost got that to go.
Yeah,
I hope he's okay.
He's going to be all right. He took quite a shot that you see on the rebound. Both players actually go down pretty hard. I think that was Patrick McCarthy for North. So with 6 seconds left, you're going to get just about the easiest shot you could ask for in a couple of free throws.
Well, I have to bow out for the second half, Jason, and it hurts me to leave because I really enjoy these things and working with you and Tom King.
Likewise.
Yeah, so it's a packed gym, though. It's exciting.
You're going to beat the traffic, John.
I will.
That's, you know, you got a silver lining. You got
out the
glasses,
door.
you know, half full, buddy.
I know. I saw some great basketball, though, between the girls' game and the first half of this boys' game. It's not over. And if you bring North back and they win this, it'll be the most shocking thing I've seen.
Well, it'll have nothing to do with me.
It'll be even more shocking than 28-3. Let me tell you that.
Yeah,
the way South is playing right now.
There you go. 6 seconds left here to play, and South's going to inbound the ball.
And of course, hopefully we'll be able to do a game before the Super Bowl. But do you have you're the football guy, Jason Roby, Coach Roby. Do you have a prediction for me?
You know, I find it. I just the Patriots are just. I can't explain it. As,
driving 1 second, no good.
Patriots. I gotta take the Pats. They're gonna win. I think it's gonna be close.
I say 31-13, not close, but we'll see.
Well,
I could be wrong.
It'd be nice to have a blowout.
That would be different, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
It would be different. It's a pleasure. Jason Roby, you will have it the rest of the way. I'm John Collins for Tom King and our camera crew. I will bow out, but this game continues. We're live on NashuaETV on a Friday, January 26, 2018. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of this one.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Battle of the Bridge between the Nashua North Titans and the Nashua South Purple Panthers here on the campus of Nashua North, where a halftime score, Nashua North down by 20 to the visiting Purple Panthers. And Tom King along with Jason Roby here. And Tom, I got to ask you, what does Nashua North need to do here to keep this thing close?
Well, I mean, they're going to have to try to, I think, slow the game down, Jason. It's too fast for them. You know, not much against other teams, but you're playing South's game. South wants to run. They want to go up and down the floor. They're a very good offensive team. They're not a great defensive team. But if you could slow the game down, and maybe you have a chance. The only problem is you only got 16 minutes left to do it. Down 20.
And if you're Nashua North, scoring becomes an issue here.
You've got one really dominant offensive player in Casey Lane, but Casey Lane is also probably your best defensive player. At some point, he's going to run out of gas.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything here as Jakib inbounds the ball now to Curtis Harris, the freshman, who brings it down the left side. He's guarded there by Agor. Lane saves the ball from going out of bounds, meddling with the quick hands and the steal to Agor's. South advances the basketball to half court and sets up their half court offense.
I like Amigo at the point guard. You can see some of his experience. And I know he has lapses here and there, but he can really take charge, and that's a big take charge move. Drive the lane. That's what I like to see players do.
And
be aggressive.
Amigo's very aggressive, and he's gone into the paint quite a few times here tonight. And the steal there by Jakib as he drives the hoop. And there's going to be a foul call there. We'll see who it's on. 2 shots going to be the award here.
Let's see, if I'm Nashua South, I want to run. I want to tire this North team out. You've got a 20-point lead. The more tired they get, the more tired you see a team on the field, things just start to sag.
And maybe not as deep a bench for Nashua North as does Nashua South.
Right.
As you see, Jakib hits the first of 2 shots. That foul there was on Mercado. South has gotten it down to 19. And that's where it will stay. As the ball being advanced up now by Amigo. Guarded closely by Harris over the half-court line to Agor. Gets it over to Mercado. To Holland. Now back to Agor. Nice dribble drive right there by Mercado. And that's going to stay. Foul on Nashua North. South to take the ball out underneath. Nashua North matching up man-to-man. Mercado looking for an open player. Looked like the ball was kicked there, but no whistle. Inbound back to Holland, back to Mercado, who pulls up, just misses, but Holland skying for the rebound. And again, once again, the hustle from Mercado and Holland will keep possession, South basketball. Mercado launches from downtown.
You see, you don't have that.
Hits a three.
You don't have a lot of that on North.
No, you don't. And Mercado now, by my count, Tom, with 18 points for Nashua South. Whereas Casey Lane, the lead scorer for North, with 9, as Harris drives the lane and gets fouled. He's going to get a couple of shots here. We'll have to wait and see. As he was going up, it may have been Agor on the foul. He hits the first. Comes up just short on the second. Agor with the rebound. He advances it up the right side. Gets the ball into Medling. We have a whistle down there.
See, Medling gets that ball. He's got to go with one move right to the hoop.
Yeah, and we talked earlier, Tom, don't put the ball on the floor.
No.
Drop step right
Not
off
as
the
a
glass.
big kid. Don't do that. Take it, drop, drive, hit.
South picking up their half-court man-to-man defense as Harris brings the ball up the floor. Drives the lane, goes high off the backboard, can't get it to go. Jakib with a hustle play amongst 3 purple shirts, but it's going to be a jump ball. Nashua North going to now extend some full court pressure here against the Panthers.
Tell you what, no such thing as an easy layup in this game, is there?
No, everything is contested. This is a north-south game, battle of the bridge, as we've mentioned. Bragging rights here in the city. That's a great dribble drive right there by Alex Amigo, and he gets fouled.
Again, Amigo's aggression. That's the one thing about South right now is foot cannot come off the gas if you're South.
I think South, too, Tom, you look at their schedule, they've lost 3 in a row after a fast start. And the last one against Concord was a 2-point loss at the buzzer. So,
and how many of those did they have last year?
Right.
A lot of close ones.
Amigo hits the first of 2. Misses the second. Ryan Lind there for the rebound. Gets to Curtis Harris. Harris looking for Lane down on the low block. Finds him. And a great kick-out pass right there by Lane, but North has nothing to show for it as Ryan Lind misses the 3-point shot. South on a fast advance. Just missed it. And once again,
Amigo.
we talked about earlier, Amigo in amongst the land of the Giants, going in there, getting those offensive rebounds, and being rewarded with an easy bucket. This is C.J. Barrett, goes up and misses. Jakib battles for the rebound with Tyler Bernard. Possession will stay on the jump ball with Nashua North.
Again, the lead expanding, 24 with 5:13 left.
And the energy in this game in the first half, you wouldn't have known that the score was 40-20 by the fans' reactions. Now things have kind of quieted down quite a bit as Medling tries to throw the ball off of Lynn's leg.
Very, very quiet.
If you're North, not a whole lot to cheer about right now as you're facing a 46-22 deficit. Amigo picked up at half court by Jakib. They're going to say he was a little too aggressive. He'll get called for the blocking foul. Sean Holland will take the ball out of bounds for Nashua South. Agor takes the ball in the backcourt. Guarded closely at half court by C.J. Barrett. Ball gets rotated around now. Back to Amigo. Back to Holland. Good ball fakes, good pass fakes. A nice inbound pass there. And a really solid look there for Nashua South was Tyler Bernard. He missed the
I like
three-pointer.
Bernard. I think he's a natural basketball player.
Yeah, he did a nice job there. He fed Medling, who got doubled down low, and Medling did a nice job of kicking it back out to him.
He hesitated on the shot. That's why
Medling will take a seat as Raz Alcalay checks in for the Nashua South Purple Panthers. Harris for the Titans bringing the ball up the floor to run the Titans offensive set. Nice crossover dribble there by Harris. Dribble drive. He'll get fouled going to the basket.
Titans need a little bit more of that, Jason. They need a little bit more spunk in their step.
It looks like, and you hit the nail on the head, I think, Tom. Flat-footed is what I would describe this,
no question
this
about
second half right now for the Titans.
You have to come out when you're down like that and make a run pretty much right away to get the other team back on their heels.
Maybe this will be what the Titans are looking for, as Ryan Lynn and Yassine Jakib check out for the Titans. Looks like Choate and Nate Kane have checked in for the Titans. Good quick defenders here looking to make something happen for Coach Lane and the Titans as they extend the full court pressure. Both foul shots hit there by Harris, but in transition, Nashua South quickly.
And you
there
said
he was.
Those words.
Tyler Bernard.
In transition. That's what they like. In transition. That's their game.
Harris now, and again, Bernard with the steal. He'll give it to Agor, and they'll slow things down just a little bit. Patient. Holland. Bernard again with a nice pull-up and follow-through. Can't get it to go, but that ball is going to stay. When it rains, it pours.
Bernard pulled up. He's got the reach. He could have gone right to the basket over his defender. He's got that kind of reach. Instead, he kind of pulled up a little bit. Here he goes. Now he pulls back, and Lane.
They're going to call Lane for the foul there. Went straight up. And
yeah, I thought he got all ball from here.
It looked like it. I don't know.
But
if we
look
can get
where we are. We're
replay.
way in the corner. Oh, you got the replay machine.
Well, there he is. He doesn't agree with it. See, he must be right. He called it a little late there, I guess. Back to live action as Bernard misses the first of two. And Jakib will come back in right now. Looks like for C.J. Barrett. Bernard at the line for the second of two. And gets the second one to fall. It's South extending their full court pressure. And going up the middle, now to the side. Nate Kane to the baseline. And he gets trapped there on the baseline, and that's not where you want to be.
No.
If you're the Nashua North Titans, stay out of those corners because they're going to trap you.
In the girls' game, they got caught just up from the corner. Weren't able to get the ball down court in time to get a last-second shot.
Casey Lane to inbound the ball. Gets it over to Yassine Jakib. A nice drive to the hoop. And he gets fouled going up. If you're Nashua North right now, you're going to have to make these freebies count. Anytime you can score with the clock stopped, it is a benefit. As the Titans are facing a 25-point deficit here with 3:20 to play in the third quarter.
Jason, I just don't see North having that kind of offense to make that kind of comeback.
Well, and you mentioned it, that the pressure and the quickness and the depth of Nashua South and the athletes that they have just might be too much for the Titans here tonight. But it's not going to be for lack of effort or lack of trying, I can tell you that, as they extend their own full court pressure.
Need to. You need to press, need to force the issue, force turnovers just like that.
And you mentioned it, turnover, but just
Timeout.
You've
got to do something to disrupt that fluid up and down play that Nashua South has in this basketball game.
And Nate Mazerol just calming down the troops, calling that timeout. And what are you saying to your guys right now if you're Steve Lantoman in this huddle?
Play defense. Just play as hard as you can defensively and see if it'll turn into some points. Can't come back in this game, Jason, without defense.
Yeah, that's true. And I think the important thing is to just keep the intensity up if you're Nashua North. Just play hard. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Win the possession might become the message here. John Ciampa looks like will take the ball out for Nashua South. Got it there by Kane. Gets the ball into the backcourt, 9-10G. South patient, Ciampa with the left. Working the ball around the perimeter.
Bernard.
There's Bernard again.
Forced the issue that time, didn't have to. Ooh, almost stepped on the line,
They're
did
going
he?
to call a reach in just before that. Cody Rochlow.
It looked like Choate almost got the line on that dribble up the floor.
He got bumped just prior to stepping on that line, I think. And so Yassine will take the ball out, give it to Harrison. The Titans will set up their half-court set. Ball gets into Lane, and you saw right there, 3 purple shirts surrounding or in the vicinity of Casey Lane.
Get Lane, he's
Too
the
hard
man
off the
for
glass.
them. See, that's what I like about Casey Lane. Misses the shot, what does he do? He gets right back on defense.
Right back on defense.
Yep, makes
and
that
then
play.
probably a good thing because South was on the run in transition there. So Casey, good quick hands. They got a match up here. Nobody covering Mercado on the other side of the floor. Casey Lane will find him. 9-10G will set the ball up. Gets it over to Ciampa. Oh, who finds a nice dish to Raz Alcalay for the deuce. Curtis Harris works the ball, finds Choate. Can't get the three-pointer to fall, but there's a great follow by Jakib. He can't get it. South going to get called for the travel. Possession stays with the Titans. South's got some big bodies on this team, Tom. Some kids that play real physical in the paint.
Yeah, they will make it tough for you inside. No question about it. When they want to, Jason.
Right.
Nate Mazerol admitted to me, a couple of weeks ago, he said, we are not a good defensive team right now. They look a little better tonight, but again, their field is limited a little bit. They don't have as many people that they have to cover.
And Tenji on the drive, can't get it to go.
Still, I like that aggression.
Great hustle by Choate there, trying to make it work.
Trying to make it work and trying to nail the play-by-play guy and the monitor and the producer all at the same time.
And what an athlete.
Telling
Managed
you.
to avoid all of us.
Incredible.
John Ciampa inbounds the ball, gets it to Mercado,
Mercado
who
almost
finds him
traveled
right back. A little give and go on the inbounds play. 9-10G now will set it up the top. Finds Alcalay. Back to Ciampa. Panthers working it around the perimeter, looking for a good shot. Comes up just short, does Alcalay. The Titans are on the run. And Kane goes up, and he gets fouled. And it looked like that one was going to be on, I think, 22. Looked like that was Cody Rochlow. So Kane will go to the line for a pair here. This multitasking stuff, Tom,
It's not
hard
fun.
for me with the, you got the computer going there. I have to do all the replay stuff.
Oh, wait a minute.
Crazy
wait a minute,
stuff.
Wait a minute. All right, I've just sent 11 photos
Yeah,
from 2 games.
yeah.
And I have 2 stories to read.
Doing a
And
heck
I'm
of a
doing
job.
it again. I did both games. You're going to complain to me about multitasking?
Kane makes 1 of 2. And Jakib getting a nice feed right there from Andrew Terrace.
See, you need those easy baskets.
Yeah.
You don't have a good jump shooting team, so you need those easy shots in the paint. Have to figure out a way to get some of those. But, again, you're not going to make a comeback like that unless you really press the floor and turn your defense into some offense.
Nashua South here showing good patience on the offensive end, looking for a good shot. Mercado now. Nice bounce pass back to Naitanji. He looks like he wants to hold for the last shot.
There's no shot clock in New Hampshire basketball.
One of, I think, 3 states.
I don't think they're going to. Is that all 3?
That's what I was told that. We'll see what we have here.
Force the defense. You get a foul there.
Yeah, cheap one.
Yep. North still got 2 to go before they would send South to the line.
So 23.2 seconds here remaining in the third quarter. And looks like Steve Lane's going to call timeout to talk it over.
All right, you get 23 points. You're a coach. You get 23
Some
seconds. You get 23 seconds left in the quarter. What do you need to tell them now that you can't tell them 23 seconds later?
I think if you're Coach Lane, you're saying, okay, we don't want to foul. We don't want to foul even if they're holding for the last shot. But if we can somehow get the ball in a turnover, force the issue, try and get to the basket, make something happen. I'm sure he's telling them to be smart here in terms of how aggressive they're playing the defense based on the amount of fouls they have. We don't want to give them any cheap ones. We don't want to give them any more credited towards shooting a 1-and-1. And of course, maybe he didn't say any of that. South will inbound the ball here. 5-second violation. Close. They found him on a backdoor cut.
Oh my goodness.
And he is going to get an and 1. So
just what you didn't want to see.
Oh. And that was Cody Rocheleau getting rewarded with a nice backdoor cut. Going in for the layup, Curtis Harris fouled him. Basket, chance for a 3-point play here for Rocheleau. So maybe a wasted timeout for Coach Lane. Great rebound there by Choate. He dishes back to Harris, goes in through the middle, gets his own rebound and is rejected by Medling. And again, Medling affecting Choate's shot. But can't get the third one by Jakib as he goes in for the layup.
You can affect the shot, but you've got to get on the glass. And there's a turnover. It's too bad. A long 3 would have brought the house down. Wouldn't have counted.
Would not have counted.
Nope. Buzzer had already sounded.
53-31.
As hard as North has played, they're still down 22 points.
Yeah.
And we're outscored in that quarter.
And I think for Nashua North, it's same story, different day. The inability to score the basketball. You have 31 points going into your fourth quarter here. 8 minutes to play. Nashua South up 53-31. I think you're going to see, and again, this is a Nashua North team that has a lot of pride. They play good physical basketball. Their coach demands it of them. The coaching staff demands it of them. I think you're going to see a great effort here in the fourth quarter. And if you're Nashua South, just as you alluded to earlier, Tom, you got to keep the foot on the gas pedal here. Don't leave a seam for North to creep back into this thing. We need to get back on the winning track, get back to over 500, as Nashua South sits right now at 3-3 on the season.
I've seen Steve Lane and North have a couple of years like this 4 or 5 years ago, and all he did was just coach his you-know-what off.
Yeah.
And the next year with more experienced players, and then the year after that, contenders.
And that's, that's a sign of good coaching.
Yep.
You don't do anything different. You just keep doing what you know works, and eventually those sophomores become juniors, and those juniors become seniors. As Medling pulls up, a good rebound there by Wall, and he'll force the action. Finding Kane, back to Wall, back to Choate. Choate will take it into the land of the Giants. Comes up short, but Jakib with a nice hustle. And there you go, 3 guys down on the floor for the rebound. Hopefully calmer heads will prevail here. There goes 3 players on the floor. Great effort by all those guys. And they get up and they'll play the next possession. Ball will stay here.
Tenji he's not the biggest guy on this floor. He gets bodies on top of him. It could hurt a little bit.
No question, but you can't measure heart, and he certainly hasn't.
Yep.
Kane with a nice dish to Jakib.
On a steal, nice strip.
Quick hands, meddling with the ball. Back to Nyantunji, who will advance the ball. Down the right side.
That was a freshman, Cody Rochelo, with the strip.
Rochelo with good quick hands.
With that strip. See,
and there he is for an open look. And if you're North, you've got to keep moving your feet. You can't give those open looks.
You know, you've got one freshman, Curtis Harris, who's on North. But you've got Rochelo, another freshman, probably doesn't see a whole lot of time playing in this rivalry game. It's a big deal for him.
Absolutely right.
It's going to pay off down the road.
Nyantunji now kicks the ball down to Agor in the right corner. He'll dribble back up to the top of the key. Between his legs, setting the offense. Once again, finds Nyantunji. And right there, Nate Kane was going for the steal and an easy one. Instead, he'll get called for the reach-in foul. And now Nashua South is on the foul line. So John Ciampa looks like he's going to take a 1-and-1 situation here. A couple of players check out for North. Looks like Choate and Yassine Jakib are out. Casey Lane in. He misses the front end of that 1-and-1. Good hustle play there. And Gutierrez got it to Harris, who was fouled. Now North into bonus. As Agor checks out. And Ricky Mercado checks back in as Harris will shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. Gets the shooter's touch and a good roll. Does the freshman Harris. Harris with 6 points on the night thus far. Chance to get number 7. Misses the second. Ball rolling around on the floor. More bodies hit the deck. And we're going to get another quick jump ball here. It's a good aggressive play by both teams. 6:25 to play here from the campus of Nashua North High School. Jason Roby along with Tom King. Your score 53-32 here. The home of the Titans. North extends full court pressure. Mercado guarded closely there by Terrace. They tried to get him on the trap with Wall, but he breaks it.
I'll tell you the mentality the South has right now, and Nate has, because of the memory of last year and a lot of those blown leads. They are not going to take the foot off the pedal.
Nope. Good quick hands there, but somehow South comes away with the basketball. Nyantunji trying to make something happen. And it looks like they call a timeout before the travel call can be made. Some discussion happening down near the South bench.
Timeout taken.
Timeout by Nashua South, I believe. So Nashua North comes into tonight, Tom, with a 1-5 record, but a 72-70 loss in their last game at Dover. So the ability to score 70 points in regulation tells you something.
That does tell me. I was shocked when I saw that score.
Some good looks here tonight, but I think that the difference was the defensive pressure put on here by Nashua South High School. I'm really impressed with them defensively, challenging the shots, and certainly they have to be aware of where Casey Lane is at all times, and they put a majority of their attention on him.
We talk about the limits that North has offensively as a reputation, but you're right. South had to play defense. They had to be aware of Lane. they also had to take care of the basketball in this game.
And you have
And the other thing too, Jason, they had a week to work on this.
Yeah.
Both teams hadn't played in a week.
Right, they both missed their last scheduled game. North was supposed to go to Keene. And that game's postponed on Tuesday because of the weather.
Lousy weather.
And the Purple Rain ponchos are out for the Nashua South fans. South will inbound the ball right in front of their own bench. Anthony Agor now takes the ball, inbounds it, and it finds the hands of Alex Amigo. Set up the offense just over the half-court stripe. Amigo gets bumped, takes it strong to the hole. Medling follows it up.
Can't cover everybody.
No, and it's a good follow by Medling. And that play made by the dribble drive of Alex Amigo, forcing the help defense of Nashua North. And Medling just cleaned up. Casey Lane now dishes off to Kane, who finds Terrace, who will shoot a three and miss it back rim. That ball goes out of bounds, but possession will go over to the Purple Panthers.
Meanwhile, a good one going on over at Bishop Girton, and Jim Mignault's return with Trinity back to the team he coached for 9 years, BG, is tied at 48 with 40.
You can throw the records out there.
404 left. And you got two teams. One's 0-8, one's 1-7.
That's what I mean. And we get a reach and foul there. And
I think they want to toss those records out, Jason.
Exactly. I think that foul will be called on Kane there. I'm not 100% sure. Positioning clinic being given there by Casey Lane to one of the officials. Amigo will step to the stripe for a 1-and-1. And he misses the front end. And quick transition basketball.
They let him play?
No,
they blow the whistle.
They call
I was
the
going to
foul.
say.
And that was Amigo. And show you how quick he is. He
got all the way back.
He got back
That's
on
incredible.
defense.
That is incredible.
Yep.
But if you're Nate Maswell, you've got to love that.
Yeah, that things like that are not going to show up in the scorebook. You're not going to read about them in the box score.
You're not probably
Those are
not
measurables.
Probably not going to read about it in my story either. Although you may. You never
you might.
know.
Well, there
you
you
never
go.
know. You
The
may.
things that you don't see in the box score by Tom
That's
King.
a perfect example.
Yeah. As Kane misses the first, hits the second. And now Nashua North applying full court pressure as Andrew Terrace tries to stay with Agor. Agor finds Holland. Finds the big fella. Nice give and go there.
Oh, Amigo.
Agor to Amigo, and he's been big in this second half. And it looks like Medling's going to get called on the foul as Terrace
all of a
went
sudden,
up strong.
North has seen something.
Excuse me, Kane.
North has seen something, and they're running down the floor. They know it's only 4.5 minutes left. They're going to try to cut this lead, and they're going to push it. They obviously they can't take their time now. I told you they need to slow the game down earlier.
Yeah, now they
not
can't.
enough time. Now they can't.
And,
So
looks
they
like
are
North.
they are running down the floor.
Aside from Nate Kane, who has the second of 2 shots here, Nashua North making some wholesale changes. Checking in, number 23, Rashid Carpenter. Brendan Choate's back in. Looks like Patrick Gillis is in for the Titans. And it looks like Chris Inzerillo. Great transition basketball there.
Yeah, that's the other end of it too. South's not going to slow down either. 59-34.
That may have been Michael Bodette, I think, there on that layup.
Well, you got
She picked up his dribble.
Got some young players on the floor for North right now.
No question. Inzerillo, top of the key, and gets the shooter's touch.
I like that confidence.
2-pointer for Inzerillo right there.
A lot of times, big guys get the ball, they don't know what to do with it. He took the shot right away.
Again, Amigo driving, and what happens?
The tip.
They just follow it. And again, that was, it looked like Mike Bodette, senior, cleaning things up. And Agor with the aggressive hands going for the steal. And now South making some wholesale changes here. Looks like we have number 23, Stephen Martin checking in. Also along with him is number 11, Casey McNally. And Mason Mataluski, number 21. Perimeter shot by Choate, can't get it to go there. And a good hustle play for Patrick Gillis, as he's able to keep the ball in Titan possession. Andrew Terrace will check back in for Brendan Choate. And Nate Kane will take the ball out underneath the hoop. Terrace was open there. They're going to call a foul on Nashua South. Patrick Gillis would be the benefactor of a 1-and-1 situation here. So Tom, 3 minutes, 32 seconds to play here in this one. Pretty one-sided game as South has a commanding lead at 61-36. Is this a team, you've seen a lot of basketball around the state, is this the team that can make a run, make some noise in the playoffs if you're Nashua South?
If you play defense, yes. They have got to get over that first game hump. They've lost quite a few in a row in the tournament. Nate has not been able to get over that hump with this team in the last couple of years. I'd say the last 2 or 3, I think, maybe more. So that's what they need to do.
Peyton Manning syndrome.
Once you win that first game, anything is possible.
Right.
Depending on where the break falls in terms of the pairings and everything else. It gets tougher as time goes on.
And Zerillo will inbound the ball.
I think the big thing is, I don't think this is a top 4 team.
Right.
So that means that they're going to be on the road the second game.
Right.
What you've got to do is see if you can finish top 8, get a home floor for that first game. And then
let the chips fall
right,
in.
Exactly.
Anything can happen.
And then go from there.
Patrick Gillis hits the first of 2.
His top 4 is going to get a bye.
Yeah.
And then it'll go from there. It's the 16-team tournament is no more. Which I'm glad of.
Gillis makes the second.
70, I like the 70% rule.
Yeah.
If you've only won 4 or 5 games during the course of the year, you're not.
That's not tournament worthy.
Exactly. Tournament is not a right; it's a privilege.
Now Tenji driving the lane there.
Too many philosophies think it's a right. I don't. I think it's a privilege to make a tournament.
Right.
Regular season has to count for something.
Ivan Nyantunji going to shoot a pair here for Nashua South. 2:59 here to play at Nashua North.
And again, you got some players getting some good experience.
Yeah, no question.
For South.
No question.
Nate's getting, working on that depth a little bit.
No question. And I think if you're Nashua North, you're getting some, you're getting experience too. These are kids.
Oh, plenty of it. With any young kid on this team.
That's right.
I mean, let's go down the line with years. For North, let's see if they do it. No, they don't have the years. South does. So let's see, North. Nope, same roster. Oh, there we go, yep. Senior, sophomore, junior, senior. And then you go freshman, sophomore, junior. One more senior, freshman. So you've got quite a few freshmen on this team.
That's a great pull-up right there by Michael Bodette, who hasn't gotten a lot of playing time, but has 6 points to show in just a couple of minutes of action here. Jump stop there by Terrace. Kicks it back out to McCarthy. That was Gillis going up strong, but nothing to show for it there as Nyantunji advances the ball. Took it into the lane against 4 white shirts and loses possession. So a mix of young and old on the team, but those youngsters are getting some valuable experience for Nashua North, no question.
That's just it. And the old probably didn't have a whole lot of playing experience because he had other players who were here last year that moved away. Alonzo Linton, he's one of them. Going down to Lynn.
Nate Kane setting up the offense. Almost double dribbled there, but gained his control.
Bang.
And there it is. And I'll tell you, that's Rashid Carpenter. And that young man's a new player on this team. Moved here to Nashua and had him in phys ed class, and he can shoot from outside, no question about it. Oh, nice open look there, but good patience by Nashua South, running their offensive sets. These young men are well schooled in the offense and what Coach Mazerol is looking for them to do. Some more dribble drive, and once again, we've said his name a number of times in the last few minutes, Michael Badette, 8 points here in the fourth quarter. And he followed his own shot right there, did Rashid Carpenter.
Just good for South to get a taste of that winning feeling again. You have to wait a week after losing that tough game.
Yeah, and
that's a long time to sit on something like that.
Got to turn the page and move on to the next, and South has certainly done that here tonight as Carpenter goes up. Strong.
Boy, you got to like him.
Yeah, hits the nice shot there.
Oof.
Good assist from Pat McCarthy.
A junior, 6'1". Rashid Carpenter.
Nyantunji now gets the ball up top to Bodette. Moved it to McNally. McNally to Mataluski, and now back to Nyantunji. Nyantunji, 16 seconds on the clock here. We'll see if South tries to take a shot.
Nah, they'll probably just hold the ball.
Back out to Bodette. Nyantunji now, and I think they're just going to hold it.
Just hold it,
dribble this
that'll
one
do
out.
it.
Yeah, that's going to do it here from Nashua North. With your final score, the Nashua South Purple Panthers 66, the Nashua North Titans 45. Hello everybody, welcome to the conclusion of tonight's Nashua North, Nashua South Battle of the Bridge. Jason Roby along with winning coach Nate Mazerol. And coach, certainly coming off of a tough loss against Concord we talked about a few nights ago, a 2-point loss. A much different team here tonight against the Nashua North Titans.
Pleased with the effort, certainly. That's a young team. I think by the end of the year, North's going to be very, very good. So we caught them at the right time, I guess. But yeah, after kind of a heartbreaker a week ago, it seems like we haven't played in about a month. Had good practices, obviously rivalry games, so the kids were fired up about it. I was just concerned. I think like any coach in a game like this, they're going to be too fired up. We wanted to execute, and I thought we did that very well. And in the first half, I don't know if we've shot like that in recent years, so we'll take it.
One of the things that we noted in tonight's broadcast was your ability to really bottle up Casey Lane and get strong efforts from meddling on the boards. And some of your other players like Alex Amigo going into the paint, into the land of the Giants and getting some boards and keeping plays alive for your guys. Certainly looked like you play with an intensity that maybe we haven't seen in a couple of games.
Agreed. Alex is just one of the toughest kids in the state, and he's a gamer. Bright lights, he's going to play his best. Clay is playing very well, and I can't speak enough about Sean Holland. We all know what a great quarterback he is, what a great football player. He understands his role, doesn't need to score, doesn't need any accolade out here other than he's going to shut down the other team's best player, and he is fabulous at that.
Also seems like you went pretty deep on the bench tonight. You brought in a lot of kids off the bench, some good quality minutes. You were able, therefore, to keep your foot on the gas for long periods of the game.
That's been our plan since day one of this season, knowing we were pretty deep, and we're going to press, we're going to run. That's our style, especially on these big courts. We have an advantage in these two gyms, so we try to utilize it as much as possible, but it takes depth. And tonight, especially some of our youth stepped up, which is always a nice thing to have.
Coach, you're 4-3 right now. You're back in the winning column after a tough 3-game stretch there. What's the goal heading forward for the second half of this season?
If we can bottle this and play like this all the time, understanding we're not going to have the same energy, it's just so unfortunate in high school sports, maybe not just in New Hampshire, but we don't get this more often.
Right.
It's just once a year, and the kids feed off of it. So hopefully we can play with that same energy the next time we play when there are 12 people in the gym, because with that, that's going to happen.
Great energy here tonight, here with Nate Mazerow. Congratulations, Coach, and best of luck heading into the second half of your season.
Thank you, Jason.
All right,
Appreciate it.
For Tom King and John Collins, I'm Jason Roby. Thank you all for watching tonight. Have a good one, everybody. Go Pats.